Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Welcome to UDR Productions. Please like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe, so we can keep bringing you guys all this good content from prayer to streets. UDR Productions. Let's go and let's get it. Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. You know, let's get ready for this show. This is the UDR Productions Gold Love Show. Can you hear me? Won't you say so? Let me hear you. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right. Yes, indeed. Now, what's up, y'all? You know, first and foremost, we're going to talk about the situation that's going on right now. As far as, wait a minute. We're going to talk about the situation that's going on right now as far as with the corona situation. There was a situation in New York where the bus, you can't see my co-host, but you know, they there, you hear the voice. Now, there was a situation in New York where, let me just, wait a minute, let me come a little closer right here. Where it was a New York City bus that was passing through a block. And in the process of it passing through the block, all the cars were double parked, right? And then the people, I guess they was like stubborn and everything. They didn't want to move their cars. So guess what? They moved the party on the bus. What you think of that?
How was that even allowed?
Well, I guess they bombarded the bus and just, you know, let me turn your mic up a little. They probably can't hear you. I want to hear your input on that. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now, I guess they, hold on, y'all. We getting a little bootleg right now, so I'm turning the mic up through the mixer. Now, what happened was, I guess you know how the bus doors is. It's not really, it don't really close. You know, you're an expert on this, you know what I'm saying? So, they got into the bus, and they had a radio or whatever it is. The party, me being the DJ, the party was already on like a bigger setup. So they had a little radio, you know, little Bluetooth speaker, brung it on the bus itself, and then they started partying. This happened in New York City. This happened yesterday. And then after they did that, I guess they wouldn't leave. So the bus driver, instead of him, you know, feel like being threatened and hurt or whatever, he just drove the bus into the depot.
Okay.
He drove the bus into the depot, and I guess like the police was waiting, and then that's how they got the people off the bus. But I don't know if anybody was arrested, but I know they was fined like $2,000 from what they say. What do you think of that? That is crazy.
Well, my thought process on that is, yes, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Were there any other passengers on that bus when these party people got on the bus, did they say?
Yes, there actually was passengers on the bus.
So not only was the driver's life in jeopardy, the other passengers' lives were in jeopardy as well.
Yes, indeed. And that's the thing that makes it so crazy. Because these people, they really not taking this thing serious. I mean, I've DJ'd a couple of parties, you know, throughout this whole week, I did a couple of parties, but everybody was masked up and everybody was protecting themselves. One party I did was it was like high end, and it was in like the Stratford area. But the thing is that everybody was protected. And then I did another party that was in Milford, and people was protected. So I mean, what do you think about this? Do you think people are crazy, or are they going crazy?
I think people are going crazy, and they're crazy. Some of them have already got to the point of craziness. I don't understand why people don't understand why this thing is real. The numbers may be going down, but if we take time to go back to the very beginning and think about all the lives that have been affected.
Yes, indeed.
Corona is real.
Yes, it is. And you know what? I've had 2 family members pass away from that. You know, and it's very real. You know, now there's certain states that can't go. The certain, how you doing? The certain people that's in Georgia, and look, there's a Georgia license plate right behind us. You know, there's people that's in Georgia, like the Georgia license plate over there, that's behind us. And there's people in neighboring states that can't come without being quarantined for like, I think it's 14 days, right?
Right, that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just crazy. Give me your point of view on everything.
Well, as you stated, travelers coming from different parts of the world, Georgia, Florida.
Yeah.
Those southern states are supposed to quarantine themselves, but are they really doing that? I was looking at the news the other day, and I did hear the governor stating that he's getting serious with this thing as far as fining individuals who are not filling out these so-called cards to identify their travel.
That's crazy.
So again, I say, and I'll just keep saying, Corona is real.
Yes.
It's time to wake up, people.
Yes, indeed.
And realize that this thing does take lives.
Yes, it do. And you know what the other part is people, I think that, you know what, this the whole thing that bothers me. I'm glad we in this area right here, because nobody can't see what I'm about to say. And it's not that I'm scared of what if I say something, somebody gonna go crazy or whatever. I don't care about that. It's just, I do care about feelings. I don't want to offend anybody in, no type of way. But I think that the younger people are being very rebellious, and also I think us black people, and I love my peoples. We're all peoples, black, white, whatever. I love everybody. We're all peoples, but black people in general, I just think that we have this rebellious attitude against authority. It ain't even really about authority now. It's about your health.
Well, wait a minute. I have to interject.
Okay, that's what I love too. I love it.
Okay, don't stick us black folks out.
All right.
Power to the people.
Okay.
But it's not just only us.
Okay.
It's all races. When you see even the Caucasians, and I love my people, black, white, red, yellow, purple, green. We're all indeed. God's children.
Yes, indeed.
But when I see the people blatantly, like Miami.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You saw how many black people on that beach, so stop it now.
but you know what? Yeah, but see, you know what? The thing is, what I was saying, okay, they saying Black Lives Matter, right?
They do.
Okay, how can it matter when we not protecting ourselves? And then another thing, getting on that level, we killing each other. getting on that level. Getting on that Black Lives Matter level. That's why my new thing is, and look, even my mom on Facebook, she put Black Lives Matter. Okay, my mother, she's old school. She gonna look at it from that point of view. But the thing is, with what I'm saying, is that how can Black Lives matter when we doing things to hurt each other? You know, how can it matter?
Well, I have to give you a thumbs up for even stepping out and addressing this matter.
Yes.
But I'm also going to say, and I'm going to go back and I'm not going to apologize for saying this.
Okay, I'm listening.
You receive it if you receive it. You don't, you
True.
don't.
True indeed.
The word says that my people perish from lack of knowledge. So that's why it's so very important to get the word out there and to keep pursuing the word. To continue to try to teach the people.
When you say the word,
the BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving Earth, the Bible.
I like that. I like that. I wish y'all could see her right now. But I like that.
So that's what I mean by the word.
Okay. So, all right, being that, you know, we brought that up and everything, and the reason why I even talked about this situation. And first of all, wait a minute, before we do anything, I want to give a personal shout out to a big YouTuber. I just want to give this shout out to the brother. His name is HASSAN Campbell. He's a big YouTuber. You need to watch him.
Shout out to you, son.
Yes, indeed. Now, everybody need to leave that brother alone. Leave him alone, goddammit. The brother's talking knowledge. Leave him alone, man. Y'all stop picking on that brother, man, because that brother right there is talking a lot of knowledge and he being true to it. I don't care what y'all say about that brother. That brother is talking knowledge and I'm loving it. And that's a strong brother right there. So I want to give shout outs to that brother, HASSAN Campbell. I want to give them shout outs to him. I don't care what nobody else say. Y'all need to cut it out and get y'all act together, man, because each one teach one. And let me tell you something, that brother is, the stuff that he's saying is very useful. He's a very informative brother and knowledgeable brother. So I just want to set that straight. And I'm subscribed to some of his channels. I don't care what nobody say. Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to get that out.
Well, with that being said, I think that goes hand in hand. You just shouted him out and stated that the brother is full of knowledge.
He is. And you got to listen to him.
And I just stated that the word of the BIBLE says that my people perish for lack of knowledge.
True indeed.
So come on, y'all. Get with the program.
And you know what the thing is? We need to. Because if you ask me, I think that, and you know, a lot of people may disagree with me, but now, before I was for the Black Lives Matter, before. But then I seen certain things and I heard certain things that let me know that Black Lives Matter is sort of like a sellout situation right now. They've been brought out. I don't think they're true to it no more. You know, and that's just the way I feel. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just certain things that I'm looking at that's making me feel that way. And that's all I gotta say. So to me, Black lives don't matter. All lives matter. All lives matter.
All right, because you saw my head, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to come over there and get you.
Look, I want to look at it like this. The reason why I say, how could Black lives matter? How could Black lives matter when we don't even make Black lives matter and we black? How can we do that? How could Black lives matter when we don't even care if Black lives matter? In order for Black lives to matter, all lives have to matter first. I don't care what the Ku Klux Klan did, what all these people did. This is a newer generation now. You can't blame the newer generation for what the older generation did, because some of those people that's offsprings of the old generation, they left their old generation's house because they didn't want to be part of that. Like, okay, for instance, look at Prince Charles' kids. Okay, one of them denounced being royal,
Right.
because he knew the history of royalty. Because his mother, Princess Diana, was the opposite of everything that they ever stood for. Because royalty had slaves too, you know. And I believe that man right there did some research on his history and being royalty. And I believe that's why he denounced being royalty. What's your take on everything I ever said?
Okay, well, I'm going to ask this question.
Okay.
When he denounced his position as royalty,
And he moved out of England.
when he walked away, did he leave that money behind, or did he have some of that in his pocket? That's what I want to know.
I'm quite sure. Well, you know what? That's of course he took it. He took some of that money with him.
Well,
I mean, but to be honest with you, he probably don't even need that money, because his name alone, you know, his name alone says something bigger than what it really is, because, you know, he's quote unquote royalty, you know. But him I think he just denounced because he knew what royalty did back in the days. I mean, that's just my whole take on everything.
well,
You know,
here I go again.
Yes, indeed.
Denouncing is one thing.
Yes.
And as you stated, you know,
Yeah.
the name was still attached to him.
The name was still attached to him. Yes,
So
indeed.
how hard could it really be for him? Even though he denounced, he doesn't really know what it is to have to start from the bottom and claw your way to the top.
Well, you know what? I agree and I disagree, because his mother before, God bless her dead, before she married Prince Charles, she was a quote unquote peasant, you know, and I believe that she taught them, you know, just certain hard things in life. Remember when she walked in those landmines? Now, ain't no royalty person gonna do that. I'm sorry to
Was
say.
they really activated?
Yes, they was. They said that they was.
Okay,
we don't know.
right, we don't really know. Stop.
But I you know what? I just think that, not to change the subject about the Black Lives Matter thing and all that, I just think, and that's like part of it with what we saying with the, you know, Prince Charles and everything. I think that, you know, people are starting to wake up. All of the sleeping giants, and I'm gonna say sleeping giants, the sleeping giants are starting to wake up now, and they starting to see things for what it really is. You know, I mean, when you look at the cartoons, you look at G.I. Joe, they had Cobra trying to destroy the world, right? You had Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw trying to destroy the world. You had Transformers, you had Megatron trying to destroy the world. All of these cartoons, I believe, is a reflection of what, you know, they want, is what's happening. But the people who wrote these cartoons are doing it sort of like in a deflective way. Maybe I got the wrong word, but I think they was trying to say something to people that was woke, that seen the message for what it was, you know. And you know, there's certain people I know I seen it for what it was, you know, because I liked those cartoons I just mentioned. And I think that a lot of people right now are still sleeping. There's a lot of people that's naive, you know, to a lot of things that's happening in the world. But like I said, there's a couple of brothers and sisters that's woke, and they aware, and they trying to warn others. And like I said earlier, before we end the show, that brother HASSAN Campbell is one of those brothers that's woke. And I'm gonna just say this before we end the show. Preach on, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. I love it. And you an intelligent black brother, and I don't care what nobody say. Keep
Yes, indeed, y'all. Yes, indeed. Welcome to UDR Productions. Please like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe, so we can keep bringing you guys all this good content from prayer to streets. UDR Productions. Let's go and let's get it.